Alright, the final part of the main story of Final Fantasy II begins here! This gamer of glory, I have returned. Evan, say hi.
Hey, what, the last part?
Well, it's the last part of the main story, quote-unquote. There is some things left to do. First, well, we've already finished the extra dungeon, so we have nothing else to do. Last time, we have entered through the Jade Passage, and through Pandemonium, we encountered Zombie Borgin. Okay, so here's how it goes. Floor 4 has 4 doorways, one of them leading to plot, and each of the 3 leading to very strong treasure, aka the best gloves and aka the best armor in the game, the Genji gloves. And so, but they also have an extra boss hiding inside of them. For this one, we got the Genji gloves, and it was hiding Zombie Borgin. Remember Borgin?
Yep.
Yeah, he got rolled over a boulder. Poor thing. Zombie Borgin only has 3,000 HP, weak to fire, like really, really weak to fire. And I pretty much own the guy. Like, he's dead.
Well, if we just lit a match, that would do the job.
Yeah, he's a zombie, of course. Alright, so the first door on the left, far left, get the Genji gloves. There's also a hidden door, which will have a really high encounter rate, but
Why didn't you go straight for the chest?
I don't know, but anyway, it has a very high encounter rate, but inside has the Masamune. This is the legit way to get the Masamune. Not the way I got it, but who cares? Who cares? I got the actual Masamune, and why not? I equip it to Maria.
Hey, you think that's bad? You should see what I plan on doing in Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah, you're gonna farm almost everything, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna break that game.
Okay, so here is the second door, the middle left door. Yeah, the middle left door isn't too bad. They're very mazy, but yeah, I just started a new session. You can tell because the quality looks a little more better. But I'm just looking around to see what to add. I was thinking of adding the dragon armor, but I was thinking, nah, it's armor. I want him to have the agility. Because at this point, I recommend you have agility over defense. Because the defense, well, evasion is much more better to avoid attacks rather than defense. So yeah, it's more of a pick your poison thing, but go right ahead. Anyway, here's the second middle left door, and it has the Genji helm, but it has a monster in a box. Who do you meet? Well, you meet Tiamat.
Oh boy.
Yeah, again. Seriously. Well, technically, this is the first time you encounter the thing.
Wait,
but
you can use teleport in battle?
No, teleport is basically insta-kill, but it uses a very different formula, so I don't recommend that you use it. By the way, Toad, I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. We already fought Tiamat 2 times, actually. But just in case you don't know, Tiamat has 5,000 HP, and yeah. By the way, the middle right door leads to plot. Oh, actually no, this is the middle. This is the leftmost. This is the middle right door. That one leads to plot. The rightmost door actually has another treasure, and you can probably guess who the boss is. I'll give you a hint. We fought this guy 2 times already. We got the Genji armor, best armor in the game. However, we get this guy, Beelzebub. Yeah, Lord of the Flies. Give him the toad, please. Guess how this fight is gonna end. And he's dead.
You realize we're gonna have a lot of Emperors from Hell on our hands once this is done?
I don't care, I can body the Emperor. If I can body Frekios and Doomian, I can body the Emperor. I'm pretty much at late game.
Can you body an army of them?
Yeah, I can body them. Bring it on. Pandemonium, floor 6. This is the way to plot, but it also has a treasure here. Yeah, you can tell it's very mazy. I recommend you have a map because the random encounters here will frustrate the hell out of you. Oh, right, I think I left this one. I think I left this one in because I can run. I also recommend that you at least have the ability to run, because having the ability to run is real nice. Anyway, we got the ribbon. Same thing as always.
Wait, what's this thing?
This is a new encounter, actually. This is Astaroth. This guy has 6,000 HP, and he absorbs all elements, as usual. And not only that, but he is technically undead, so if you attack him with a blood sword, you technically lose HP, and you give him HP.
Oh boy.
And since he has a lot of HP, well, you can guess the rest. Yeah, my first playthrough against this guy ended really badly. Okay, so Astaroth, he has a lot of powerful magics, but he also can absorb HP when he attacks. Other than that, Astaroth is not too bad. He can throw you for a loop because it's the first time you encounter him. Other than that, Technically, if you don't know the lore behind Astaroth, he's basically the angel from hell.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, protect. This guy stands no chance. Fire 16. This guy knows Ice 16, Thunder 16, Scourge 16. I don't think he knows like Death, or I think he knows Drain at least. But that's about it. So if you have Ultima, you pretty much win this. You pretty much win the fight because technically Ultima is the strongest in the game. But to level it up, you have to level all the other things you have. Like for example, you have to bring all your stats to 99. You have to bring all your magics to level 16. All your weapon skills to level 16.
Yikes.
Yeah, but it becomes one of the most powerful spells in the game.
Is it worth it?
In my opinion, at this point, no. Just use Flare or Holy. Holy is better. I use Holy. Maria is perfect for Flare because she has the highest intelligence. She has 99. Yeah. So in terms of mapping, just follow what I do. Because this place is actually really confusing. I am ignoring all the plebeian chests. Oh, sorry, I skipped ahead, but I think it was a mistake on my part. But there was a chest down there, and I went up the stairs, and that's about it.
Anything interesting in the chest?
Just the Hellfire.
Oh.
Hellfire just casts fire. That's it. It's not even that good because it measures on your intelligence, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work with other characters. I only have Maria cast Toad.
How many floors are left in this place?
There's 10 floors. There's a lot of floors. Hey, I love the music. I can't help it. It's at least a good final dungeon. Oh, by the way, there is a rare enemy that you can encounter here. It is known as the Iron Giant. It is basically the war mech of the game, but war mech back in Final Fantasy 1 was a very rare enemy that you can encounter in one of the final areas. Basically, it's very rare, but if you're able to kill it, you get like 1,000. You get a ton of EXP and gil, like surpassing the final boss.
Wow.
Not only that, but he has HP surpassing the final boss too.
Yikes.
The Iron Giant has like 10,000 HP, incredibly high defense, but he's also weak to ice. He also drops Genji gear and the Aegis shield.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, I take it we're at the end.
Yep, we are at the end. If you have 4 elixirs, you're basically good to go, because this is the final boss right here. The Emperor's just right ahead. By the way, in the NES version, it's just a giant black screen with just Furion's sprite and the Emperor's right ahead.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah. Anyway, here he is, right here. He looks kind of weird in a sprite like this. You have braved the bowels of hell to reach me. I know it smells.
Yikes.
But the hands of man who dealt in false justice and forsaken love can never hope to defeat the Lord Master of Hell. He pulls out like DJ glasses. Anyway, meet the Emperor of Hell. Yeah, this is the final boss of the main campaign of the story. He has 15,000 HP. Yeah. Not only that, but he resists all elements. And just the thing that I actually just found out during the playthrough, when you use like status effects, he actually absorbs it.
Oh,
like
wow.
He doesn't negate it. Like it doesn't say miss or 0. It actually heals him.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that twice, you jerks.
I'm already a toad. You can't. Okay, so the Emperor is very notable in terms of that. Okay, so firstly, he has the highest physical attack in the game. Like seriously, the highest physical attack. He'll probably do like 3,000. He'll probably do like 1,000 to 2,000 at this point for me. But if you're playing this like a fair match, you probably do like 3,000. Not only that, but he absorbs the HP too. He also has really high magic stats. Not only does it like cast like Blind, Curse, Dispel, and all that, he also casts Flare 16, Starfall 10, and Blaze and all that. He's pretty dangerous, but overall, if you come this far, you can beat this guy. However, there is one thing that I should note: if you have the Blood Sword you pretty much win the game. Because, firstly, I should say this: Blood Sword is very infamously okay, so the final Emperor boss, he's infamously famous, if that's like good grammar and all. He's infamously famous for the Blood Sword. You know why?
Why?
Because it cuts his HP in like smithereens. You have no chance of losing. when you use you have no chance of losing.
Decided to do this legitimately, though.
Yeah, I'm a legitimate guy. Cause
really explain all the Toad spells.
not to this guy. I mean, this guy has snakes for hair. Come on.
Oh yeah, I just noticed that.
Yeah. Oh well, it's supposed to reference. I guess it's just skull for a head. Yeah, this guy is. Well, if you know how to get around this game, you should beat this guy. If not, just use the blood sword. And if you don't have the blood sword, well, train legitimately. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can offer.
So, what happened to Ricard? Did he just die off screen?
Yeah, he just kind of died off screen.
Lame.
That poor guy. He will never see his wife again. Or his son. Yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, by the way, it's the final boss music. It's not so bad. They at least made it much more climatic. And I believe at this point, yeah, he's dead. Oh no, what did you do to my beautiful crystals? They were supposed to be a pristine blue, but now they're red. Oh, and I'm also dying. Yeah, that's about it. And he disappears like Numian.
Oh, that's climatic. I'll give it that.
Oh yeah. I do like that. I do like the sound effect, the glimmering sound effect when he dies. That sounds real nice. Almost satisfying in a sort of way. And he dies. Unbelievable. Defeated by insects like you, not once but twice. Who are you? I can't die. I'm David Bowie. No. Ow. He says, yeah. And the Emperor is gone for good. It's done. Now let's get the hell out of here. Looks too tacky and red.
That's kind of anticlimactic.
Well, then again, it's an NES. It used to be an NES game, so don't forget, in the old NES game, it just showed a box of they did this and they did that. It's finally over, isn't it?
I wouldn't believe it for a minute.
It only took us how long? 5 minutes. Oh, hi, Gordon. How are you being a boy toy to Hilda right there? Together, Princess, we will create a kingdom even fairer than the old. Because the old one certainly wasn't fair. I have all of you to thank for that. You have my deepest gratitude. Just go die, alright? You caused me enough trouble. Now, Paul is cool, alright? He freed me from a jail cell. Look at you. Do you realize what you've done? Who am I supposed to steal from with the Emperor gone? Who is he supposed to steal from when the Emperor is gone? No, he implies that's us, but technically we're the ending of the game. Now I do like this right here, but it wasn't developed before, but Layla had a thing for Firion. Cause it's actually right here. Maria shows how possessive she was, and then she turns around. It's a little sad, but
Who's that again?
Nellie. This is the daughter of Joseph. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I'm gonna be working here, serving the princess. I'm gonna do whatever I can to help out. The Mithril Mines? Oh, what are you talking about? That place is dead.
Wait, what the?
Joseph? We'll see about that later. We must now dedicate ourselves to the task of restoring what was lost. What did we lose?
5 people.
5 people and 4 landmarks that are basically as thin as paper. Oh, Guy finally talked. That's what we're waiting for at the end of the game. Guy finally talked. Well, there is a bit of a sadness in this one actually. Leon basically is guilty throughout the entire thing. So he's basically like, I can't join you guys. I feel kind of bad for basically destroying 4 pieces of land that were kind of flat as paper. We've been through too much. You know, I would have preferred, like, better music. Leon, we will meet again. I hope. Okay? So, yeah, that's about it. And we see the ghosts of 4 guys. Huh. Very, very odd. And, yeah, that's it. We should be going to...
Going where?
I don't know. Going somewhere. We basically explored everywhere, so we don't really have anywhere else to go. And here is the ending.
Again, kind of anticlimactic.
I know, it's very, very weird, but hey, we're here at the ending. The monsters plaguing the world. Well, we get to enjoy this little nice piece.
Kind of makes me think of Mystery Dungeon.
I call bullshit on that. The monsters did not disappear without a trace.
Yeah.
Peace has returned once more. No, it didn't. The wounds of the war would mend.
Eventually.
It'll take like... come on. How about now? No, it still hurts. Says Mother Earth. Alright, but one thing will never be forgotten. The almighty Toad spell will always be revered as the forbidden spell. Yeah, that's about it. This is a very long ending sequence because now we have the credits. So let's talk about what we liked about this game.
I still don't know what to say because I wasn't really playing it, but... In fact, actually... In terms of old school Final Fantasy, like NES and whatnot, I think this was the first one I fully on through besides the Let's Play you did.
You mean
Final Fantasy 1?
Oh man, that's so old. Oh man, I really need to get back to that game.
Wait, you didn't finish Final Fantasy?
No, I did finish Final Fantasy 1. I just want to go to like the actual remake, the actual PSP remake, because that's the best version, actually. Okay, so anyway, credits. Final thoughts for me. This game is okay. So I'm gonna say this right now. I actually kind of like the plot, cause for an actual NES game, this is actually kind of heavy stuff.
True.
Cause you have to think about war and all this, and people die in this game, and actual towns get destroyed, even though we didn't see it.
And there's actual foreshadowing to something to a certain degree.
Oh yeah, there is. Plus, not only that, but if this is like the first Final Fantasy story that you experience, you still have stuff to do. We still have closure in this game. We still have some things to do.
What do you mean?
Because after this, I told you, this is the main campaign. We have a side story to deal with.
How long's that?
Oh boy, it is one of the hardest things I have ever done. But it is known as Solar Rebirth. We have to play as 4 of the dead characters that we've seen died, and they basically appear in quote-unquote hell and have to fight all the way to, well, they can't go up to the surface because they're dead, but you have to deal with probably some of the hardest monsters in the entire game because you're basically like naked. It is the worst in my opinion.
So would you say, does it have much of a story to it?
Oh yeah, it has a story, but it's more of closure than story because it's more of a character thing. But we'll see when we get there. It's gonna take a while, trust me. It is some of the hardest stuff I've ever done. So, for the main campaign, for the NES version, the gameplay is fine, I guess. They don't fine-tune a lot of things, because in the NES version, they kind of did some stuff that they continued to do here. Like, they didn't do auto-targeting. But, for a remake, I think it is really nice, actually. They show some good CGI. They have some good graphics, too, like Leviathan. I love the Leviathan cutscene sequence. Because they only showed the ship, like, swirling in the Origins pack, so it's not that good. Also, they actually made the game easier because of the experience, the experience of the magic and the weapons. Because in the Origins pack, they had a numerical system, but in this one, they had an EXP bar, which was a lot more easier to deal with.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to play Final Fantasy 2, God forbid, play the PSP version, because the Origins pack is pretty bad, actually. Okay, so...
Again, NES.
In terms of structure, there is a reason why I call it the numbers game, because once you get, like, very high numbers, you basically win the game, but when you have low numbers, you struggle a lot. and I mean a lot.
That's why you went out of your way to do some of the more advanced stuff in terms of training and grinding.
Oh yeah,
Like how you went to that one place sooner than you should to get better items.
Oh yeah, I went to the Power Peninsulas. I actually trained myself to use Toad, which is a very rare feat in itself. And I actually went through the Arcane Sanctuary, something that no one should want to go inside, because it is not worth your time unless you actually want to fight Doomian. Because honestly, I don't like fighting Doomian, because it makes me feel like a very sad bastard. But in terms of that, could I recommend this to any new guy?
I doubt it.
No, do not give this to any new guy. All right. This is one of the more advanced Final Fantasies.
I take it's a game for Final Fantasy fans.
It's the black sheep. It has its problems, but
Has it any wool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Yeah, 3 bags full. All right. Other than that, it does have a very bad reputation of having a lot of random encounters. Not only that, but it's probably one of the most easiest to break. Yeah.
Again, not much compared to what I plan on doing in Fire Emblem Awakening.
Yeah. I mean, you can break a lot of things, but this game is really apparent in breaking, actually. Because while it does include like a Skyrim-esque training system, it doesn't. You can easily abuse it, actually. Anyway, the end. We have finally reached the end. So yeah, once you reach the end of the credits, anytime now, actually. So, anytime, you get a game clear data. It allows you to play the bonus dungeon. It allows you to play the bonus campaign freely. But we will deal with that later, next part. Because next part, we will be doing Soul of Rebirth. The extra campaign where what happens when Minwu, sorry, my Origins thing is Minwu, Scott, Gordon, not Gordon. Gordon didn't die. Untold chapter of his life.
Before he met Batman.
Minwu,
Joseph,
Ricard, and Scott. What happened to the 4 when they died? We're gonna get some closure next part in Final Fantasy 2, part 22. There's too many twos. Evan, say bye.
Bye.